What's up, everybody, and welcome back. Today we're talking about homes with larger lots. And the reason that we're doing that today is that recently there was an article that was talking about the Triangle and the Raleigh area specifically was one of the top cities in the entire country where you can get a home on a more spacious lot. If you've been looking at mostly new or newer construction, then you know that most developers are trying to squeeze the largest house they can on the lot, causing most new homes to have these really small yards. Like, do you need to buy a lawnmower, or can you just break out the scissors and cut it, right? So the question becomes, where are these larger lots and how can I find them? And today we're gonna help you with that. We're gonna take a look at some of the neighborhoods around the Triangle areas that you can find these larger lots. All right, first up on our list is Enchanted Oaks. This is a great neighborhood located just off of Lake Wheeler. This is a community that's about 15 minutes to downtown Raleigh and 15 minutes to downtown Cary. So really kind of smack dab in the middle of Raleigh and Cary. It's close to shopping centers and it's just an incredible location. Construction started in the 80s and there are some new construction homes being built within the neighborhood currently on some old lots. Homes today sit anywhere from 1 acre all the way up to 4 and 5 acres. There are several custom builders that have built stunning homes in here. Now, there is an HOA and it's not within the city of Raleigh limits. It's technically just in Wake County. And prices here can range drastically depending, of course, on when it was built and how big it is. Some of the older, smaller homes are gonna run you anywhere from the $650,000 to $700,000 range. And currently, there's one home on the market that was built in the 90s at 7,000 square feet, sits on 4 acres, and is listed for $1.9 million. So a big range in Enchanted Oaks. The HOA in Enchanted Oaks is about $65 a month. You do get a pool with that, which is a really nice feature and kind of hard to find in these older communities. The developers back then weren't always doing the amenities like they are today. With only 2 to 5 homes coming on the market each year, you really don't have much to choose from. So don't necessarily jump on the first thing that you see. It may not be the right fit for you, but understand that there's really gonna be few options each year. All right, located just a few miles away from Enchanted Oaks, just down Penny Road, is a community called Hunters Ridge. Again, just like Enchanted Oaks, Hunters Ridge started construction in the early 80s, late 80s timeframe. And homes here sit on anywhere from about 1 to 3 acres. Again, several of the same builders that built in Enchanted Oaks built homes in Hunters Ridge. This was a great builder community back then, and they did a lot of work together. And good news for you if you don't like HOAs, because guess what? In Hunters Ridge, there is no HOA. Unfortunately, right now, there are no homes for sale in Hunters Ridge. And there's only been about 3 sales this year to date. With so few home sales each year, Hunters Ridge really doesn't have many options for you. If you see one come on the market, you're probably just gonna have to jump on it. Prices in the neighborhood are generally around the $500,000 to $700,000 range. So a bit more affordable than Enchanted Oaks. And you also get the benefit of not having an HOA. So there's a lot to like about Hunters Ridge. You're in a very similar location. You have a lot of the same offerings as far as locales goes, and you don't have an HOA. All right, so next up on our list is Northridge, which probably has to be one of the most popular neighborhoods in all of Raleigh. All right, so the big thing about Northridge is a golf course country club community. There's beautiful golf course, beautiful pool community. It's really nice. And if you live in Northridge, that's where your activities are gonna be. You're gonna be focused around the country club lifestyle. You're gonna wanna be involved in that. That's where you're gonna meet people and do a lot of your socializing. However, good luck getting into the club, because last I heard there was about a 100-person wait list, which doesn't sound terrible, but I think it takes anywhere from about 2 to 5 years to be able to get into, as an active member, the Northridge Country Club. Northridge started back in the 80s, and a few homes even before that in the early 70s. But what we're seeing today is many of these homes are being torn down and we're getting new construction on those lots. And you can easily drive by a street in Northridge and you'll see a split level, and then right next door you'll see a brand new multi-million-dollar home. Here's the thing, the prices for that new construction in Northridge is very expensive. Right now, basically to get in on a new construction project in Northridge, you can expect anywhere from about $2.5 to $3 million on the low end. And currently there's a home for sale on the golf course on a beautiful lot in the community that's just at $7 million. So that's what you can expect if you want to be in the Northridge community. Again, you can find older homes, but you're going to be at about a minimum of $1 million to get into the neighborhood. All right, so here's one of the craziest things about Northridge. They have covenants that kind of rule and dictate what you can and can't do, but there is no HOA. There's no one actively doing that, telling you what you can and can't do. It's a really interesting neighborhood in that way. If your home searching criteria is golf course community, multi-million-dollar home, and no HOA, there's one fit in the triangle for you. It's Northridge. So typically in Northridge, we do see a lot more transition. I think you could say anywhere from about 25 to 40 homes sold per year. Now, one thing to remember about Northridge is it's a very tight-knit community, and a lot of those sales do happen off-market. So if you want to be in Northridge, make sure that you connect with an agent who knows that community and knows people in that community who can help you find those off-market opportunities as well. All right, so let's head south to Raleigh and go to Fuquay. This is Bent Winds. This is really in the middle of Fuquay and Holly Springs. And it's a little bit out there, but it's a great place to be if you want to be in an affordable area, but also have the country club lifestyle. There's more access to Fuquay Varina's small town charm, which is probably second only to Pittsboro in the area. There's the largest Costco on the East Coast nearby. And if you're into Costco gas, well, you're in luck, because the Fuquay Varina Costco is definitely the shortest line. In Raleigh, you can basically plan to wait all day. So one of the beautiful things about Bent Winds Country Club is that it doesn't really have that exclusivity feel that a lot of the country clubs around the Triangle do. If you're just looking to play golf and have fun and not really compare, I don't know, a lot of the country clubs around the area live up to the country club name. And I wouldn't necessarily say that Bent Winds does. It has a really nice feel. It's a great community, and it's a very welcoming place. So again, like a lot of the communities that we talked about, guess what? This was built back in the 80s and 90s as well. And we really don't see many homes for sale like the other neighborhoods in Bent Winds each year. Anywhere from maybe about 10 to 15 on the high side and probably 5 to 10 on the low side. Are going to see more options in Bent Winds than you are in some of the other ones. But you don't necessarily have to jump on the first one. But again, there's really not many options each year. So if you see one that you like, I would go ahead and jump on it and take what you can get if that's the community you decide you want to be in. Prices here can range from anywhere from like the mid to higher 500 all the way up to the $9 million mark, depending on the size and the location within the community. There is an HOA in Bent Winds. All right, so next up is one of my personal favorite neighborhoods in all of Cary. This is a great one located in East Cary. It's called Greenwood Forest. It's central to, well, basically most of all of Cary. You have Fenton, Crossroads, and basically everything you can get to in Cary in your backyard, but it is an older community. Construction in Greenwood Forest started back in the 60s, and there are some new options in the community today. Homes in that neighborhood are anywhere from the mid 500 up to about $1 million. It's so close to downtown Cary, yet a little bit more affordable to get into than your downtown Cary proper. There is no HOA in Greenwood Forest, a beautiful thing. There are super old covenants, though I'm not really sure if they're truly enforced in the neighborhood. We really don't see that many homes come for sale in Greenwood Forest. I would say maybe 5 to 10 a year. On a good year, we would see 10. And because of that, you kind of do just have to jump on whatever you can get. Anecdotally, we had a listing in Greenwood Forest earlier this year, and we had 23 offers on that home. All right, so let's say you want a bigger lot, but you want to be in a brand new home. Well, Grand Highland Estates by Henry and Will McNair might be an option for you. It's one of the most beautiful pieces of property that I've ever seen, and it is just stunning to walk around. You feel like you're walking around the mountains of North Carolina, but you can easily get to downtown Raleigh. It was an old dairy farm, and it still kind of feels like that, yet it has brand new homes on it. If you're looking for a custom build and you want to make all the decisions about your new home, out of all the options we're talking about today, Grand Highland Estates is going to be the best option for you. They have a custom builder team. You can design your home, make all of the interior and exterior selections for the home. You want a pool? Great, let's design the house around that. And that is one of the best options in the marketplace today. It's really hard to find. To get into Grand Highland, you're gonna be looking at about $1.5 million on the low end, and definitely gonna work your way up from there. All right, so let's talk about a staple of the Cary community, and that of course is Lochmere. It's the secluded opposite of Preston. It defines what East Cary really is. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then go watch our East vs. West Cary video. But wooded lots with homes sitting on the back of the lots, walking areas, playgrounds, pools, Lochmere really truly does offer it all in one of the best locations in all of the Triangle. Now, we do see a lot of homes for sale in the neighborhood, anywhere from 80 to 100 homes per year, which sounds like a big number. Unfortunately, there's a wide range, right? So with home prices ranging from about $400,000 to $2 million, depending on what type of home we're talking about, if you want a home on a larger lot in the neighborhood, anywhere from about 2,500 to 3,500 square feet, expect that you're gonna be anywhere from about $750 to about $1.2 million. Lochmere does have an HOA. All right, so I'm surprised we didn't put more Pittsboro in here, but with it being 20 to 40 minutes drive to Raleigh, we wanted to keep a focus more on the core area of Raleigh. But hey, if you don't have to come to Raleigh, then Pittsboro is incredible for you. My camera guy actually lives in Raleigh and goes out there, and he's a super hipster and he loves it. So if that's what you're looking for, then Pittsboro is the place, and it's going to grow and be massive. But be aware, the new construction that's happening in Pittsboro isn't always on the larger lots. But luckily, Sunset Grove, the community that we're talking about, does. This community has lots that range from anywhere from about 1.5 acres all the way up to 9 acres. Now, one of the things about Pittsboro is they have funny soils, and I'm not gonna nerd out on you, but the reason some of these homes have almost 9 acres is because they have to be able to build the house on it, because all the soils are not the same in Pittsboro. But that's a huge benefit to you as a homeowner. You get that beautiful lot without really having to be close to anybody else, and quite frankly, finding a new home on 9 acres within 45 minutes of Raleigh is incredibly difficult. So Sunset Grove is a great option for you. These are newer homes built anywhere from about 2018 to 2022, and these homes can range anywhere from the low $1 million range all the way up to $2 million, $2 million plus. So Sunset Grove has an HOA, but it's a minimum due amount. Again, we're looking at anywhere from about $1,200 to $1,500 for the entire year. There are no community amenities. Again, the expectation, right, is that if you're going to live in this community, you can probably build the pool in your backyard. And if you want to live on 9 acres, I expect that you don't want to go to the community pool. You want the pool in your backyard. We really don't see many homes for sale. It's a new community. We'll start to see some trickle out here and there over the next few years. So if you want to be in Sunset Grove, you kind of have to keep an eye on it. And then when something comes on the market, you likely have to jump on it, because there's probably going to be very few options over the next 3 to 5 years. All right, so I really hope that this has been informative. We did it a little different than some of our other videos. Let me know, do you like this more information loaded video? Here's our video of Pittsboro that we did, and I'm also going to make a playlist of all the videos we have covering the communities that we mentioned here. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon.